They say dance like nobody's watching, but US President Donald Trump claims TikTok certainly is. The app, once again, is under America's microscope.
In January 2025, TikTok was pulled from US app stores under a law forcing ByteDance, its China-based parent company, to sell or face a ban. This measure cited fears that TikTok might sell user data to the Chinese government.
And two legitimate questions arise. Can Donald Trump really force an app to sell or shut down? Or is TikTok sharing your data?
That's right. Two questions, one app. Now let's see what the algorithm won't show you.
Launched internationally in 2017 by Chinese tech company ByteDance, TikTok quickly became one of the most downloaded apps in the world. Known for its short, viral videos, it now has over 1 billion active users globally. In the US alone, nearly 170 million people use it, but due to its Chinese ownership, US officials have long raised concerns about potential national security risks.
In today's digital world, social media platforms shape nearly every part of our lives. From A to Z, they've embedded themselves into how we shop, learn, connect, and everything in between.
And because most platforms require an account, we end up sharing personal data, often without even realizing it. Our facial features, interests, personal details, and how we interact online. It's all collected, sorted, and stored.
But of course, all these platforms promise one thing in return: data protection, end-to-end encryption, privacy policies, security features. It all sounds reassuring. But what does it really mean when the app itself is the one collecting everything?
And that's exactly the question the US is most worried about. President Donald Trump proposed banning TikTok, calling it a national security threat. On January 19th this year, the app was pulled from the Apple App Store and Google Play Store after a new law demanded that ByteDance, TikTok's China-based parent, either sell its US operations or face a full ban.
Trump also suggested that the US Treasury deserves a hefty 50% commission from the sale, but legal experts at factcheck.org clearly pointed out there's no existing federal law, not even the International Emergency Economic Powers Act or CFIUS committee regulations that allows Uncle Sam to pocket half a corporate sale.
So, if the US has no legal right to take half the sale, can it still ban TikTok if ByteDance doesn't comply? Technically, yes. If the company refuses to divest, the US can enforce a ban through legislation, like the 2025 law that led to TikTok's brief removal from app stores.
TikTok says they are innocent. They promise your dance moves are safe, but their parent company ByteDance is based in China, raising concerns tied to China's national intelligence law, which can legally compel companies to hand over user data. TikTok insists it never has and never would, except
in 2022, Forbes revealed that ByteDance employees used TikTok data to track journalists they suspected of leaking information. TikTok called it deeply disappointing, and that's putting it mildly. It's like saying your roommate didn't even touch the jar, but all your cookies are gone.
Here is the reality check. Can Trump legally force a TikTok sale or shut it down? Technically, yes, but historically it hasn't worked. His demands, let's just say they are legally dubious at best.
And is TikTok uniquely risky for your data? Not really. It collects the same type of data as most major social media platforms. But ByteDance's China connection adds extra spice, making TikTok more controversial and politically sensitive. So far, there's no legal proof that TikTok is spying on your phone. But after ByteDance's spying scandal, the app's privacy promises come with a very large asterisk.
It is also something you might feel if you are a regular TikTok user. Imagine chatting about trainers and suddenly your feed floods with adverts for trainers. Creepy coincidence or data sharing magic? When an app taps into your digital habits, it can feel like your phone is reading your mind.
But for national security experts, the concern goes far beyond targeted ads. It's not just marketing, it's potential espionage. If that data lands in the wrong hands, it could be used to track military personnel, target journalists, or manipulate public opinion through algorithms.
And that blurred line between algorithmic suggestion and manipulation, that is exactly where the unease begins. Have you ever felt something similar while using TikTok? Share your thoughts with us. We'd love to hear your experience.
Follow us on social media for more truth, fewer myths, and the facts that matter.
Stay informed, stay sharp, and maybe keep your best dance moves offline, just in case.
That was Katie.
And Alisultan, until the next fact needs checking.